I would want to clarify or make sure that I understood right that exercise is better than no exercise, but it so in that case, it doesn't really matter what time you exercise as long as you do, that gonna help.
Yeah,
But
for the
then,
overwhelming majority of people. Yeah.
and then the follow-up question there would be, is there a better time to exercise? Because you said about adjusting the training times for swimmers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that the question there is why that should be adjusted if, let's say, they go to sleep on time or they have enough rest by that 5 a.m. or like what would be the optimal approach there?
Okay. So if their body clock, let's take a swimmer as an example, if that swimmer's body clock naturally wants to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning,
Okay.
so the chronotype, we call it chronotype, whether their body clock is an early body clock, which we might sometimes call a morning lark, or a late body clock, which we might call a night owl. If that swimmer is naturally a morning lark and naturally wants to wake up at 5 a.m.,
Hmm.
then that's okay. That's totally fine. No objection to that at all. People who want to morning larks are slightly less common than evening types, than night owls, slightly less common. Waking up, wanting to naturally wake up at 5 a.m. would be considered a fairly extreme morning lark. They're,
Yeah.
they're pretty few and far between. There's not many people whose natural body clock wants to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And this is why I have a big problem with the 5 a.m. club, Rose. That is not a good idea for the majority of people. Um, but in that theoretical case, no problem at all. To answer your question, is there a best time to exercise? This all times to exercise are good. Let's be clear about that. But yeah, I guess so. If you're going to pick a really best time to exercise, I would say getting up at your natural body clock time, the time that your body naturally wants to get up, and then going outside and exercising outdoors fairly more or less straight away is probably the best time to do it. And the reason for that is less in terms of optimizing your peak physical, it's less from a conditioning point of view, and it's more from a sleep point of view. Because if you get up and get outside and start moving and start getting natural sunlight, that's the best thing that you can do to really, and what we call entrain your body clock, to really fix your body clock really well. And what fixing your body clock does is it helps you to get off to sleep at the right time at nighttime. It helps you to sleep more soundly through the night, and it helps you to get up and feel refreshed and awake in the morning. So fixing your body clock and really kind of getting it set is one of the best things that you can do to improve your sleep. So on that note, I would say that exercising first thing in the morning is best in that respect. But for a professional footballer whose games are all at 3 p.m. or 7:45 p.m. in the evening, is exercising first thing in the morning, which is generally what they do, and is the message that I'm trying to get across. Is that the best for preparing them for their competition? Probably not, actually. Probably not.